Why are they patrolling?
This district has been designated a restricted area. All inners must leave immediately.
I don't like your attitude. People like you really piss me off.
I repeat, all inners must leave immediately.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, you can just die. He's with Holy! No way, an altar hunter?
It's not hunting. We're just trying to preserve them. Why are you people such idiots?
Power without control is nothing more than raw violence. Native altars can't see that. We're here to open their eyes.
You're just a mainland-trained dog!
Since you are an altar user, I have to take you into custody. You're all advised that it's against the law to interfere.
Who do you think you are? Yeah? Think you're smart, don't you, pretty boy?
How irritating.
Oh, jeez. How subtle.
Unbelievable. After searching all the databases, there's not the slightest indication. A totally unprecedented upheaval of landmass. At one time, it was called Kanagawa Prefecture. Why? Why has no one been able to unravel how this happened? It's been over 22 years since it occurred.
So, even the young genius who entered graduate school 7 years early can't seem to solve the mystery of the lost ground.
No, and if you're offering me the Nobel Prize, I'm not interested.
Ah, well, since I can't offer you that, what would you say to a little fresh air?
That's such a roundabout way of asking me out.
I'll make it simple then. How about a cup of tea?
Thank you, I'd like that.
Field research? You're not serious.
Yes.
But why there?
I guess I've never told you before, have I? You see, I lived there 7 years ago. It was fascinating.
I don't get it. Why would you ever want to go to a place like that? I'm sure you know why the Muraji Economic District is called a lost ground. Because of the altar users. Those things are like monsters. They're not guided by any sense of conscience or morality.
I'm disappointed in you, Mr. Kurusu. Those are only rumors. Altar is the ability to decompose and reconstruct materials using spiritual power. I feel that altar users are much closer to true human nature, and that is what defines their existence. You've been very kind to a young, immature girl like myself, and I want to thank you for taking care of me. I'll certainly report to my father the kindness I've been shown. Goodbye.
She sees through everything. For a woman, she should be a little more naive.
The airplane has landed safely. All passengers and crew have evacuated the airplane using emergency
I've come back.
exits. EMT crews reporting
Ryuho.
injuries.
Mimori, would you come over here?
Yes, Father?
This is Colonel Carlin from the ex-Yokosuka district. Colonel, my daughter Mimori.
Well. Pleasure to meet you, young lady. How does it feel to see the Lost Ground for the first time?
It's very interesting, sir. In fact, I'd like to learn more about altar power if you ever have some time.
Well, it would be my pleasure.
Oh, there he is.
Ryu Tyrant. He's in charge of this recovery area, and I would guess that boy is his son. You should greet them.
Yes,
Good girl, remember to show respect.
of course, Father.
It's scary that you think that way.
Trust me, I'm not thinking that far ahead.
Wasn't it because of your power that they designated this a special economic district with restricted currency?
Of course not.
Good evening. My name is Mimori. I'm the daughter of Tadanori Kiryu.
Very nice to meet you, Mimori. My name is Ryu Tyrant, and this is my son.
Hello, my name is Ryuho.
Nice to meet you. I didn't mean to interrupt, but since there's no one my own age here, I thought that maybe we could keep each other company.
All right, that sounds great.
Wow! The stars seem so close you can almost touch them.
That's because of the elevation here. It's natural when you're this high up.
It's so beautiful here.
It's not that pretty. You see that wall? My mother once told me that on the other side of that wall there are thousands of people struggling for their lives. If it had never happened.
But if the Great Uprising hadn't happened, the humans never would have gotten the altar. Altar, the special ability which only 1% of all the children in the Lost Ground are lucky enough to be born with. Isn't it great?
Please stop it!
You have altar power.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hold it anymore. I can't help it. I'm always causing trouble for people around me. So,
I'm sorry, but I always thought that altar users had been blessed with this gift.
all it's done is keep me from having a normal life. If you are ever invited to my home, please don't come. I might hurt you by accident.
The sky. This place is so very close to the stars. It's so cold tonight.
s-CRY! Good boy. Yeah, good boy.
Ah, so you must be one of his guests.
Yes, ma'am. I'm so glad he invited me. My name is Mimori Kiryu.
I'm Keika. Oh, you must be the girl Ryuho met at the party. He told me about you. I do hope you and Ryuho can become good friends. It's very hard for him. He's so afraid of his special power.
He's not so special. He's a human being like me. Just normal.
But he's a little sensitive.
I prefer to think of him as gentle.
Mother! Why'd you come here anyway?
I received an invitation. I'm guessing now it was your parents who sent it to me. They seem to think that we're good friends already.
You're kidding. Really?
And so I was thinking, why not give them what they want?
Yeah? Really?
This crystal, would you like to give it to me as a gift?
Yeah, sure, it's yours if you want it.
Thanks, Ryuho. That's how Ryuho and I became friends. We were together constantly for the next 6 months. Then my father retired and we moved back to the mainland. And now, 7 years have passed. Right this moment, I'm here.
Are you Ms. Kiryu?
Yes?
Hold sent me. My name's Straight Cougar.
Thank you for the ride.
Seeing as how you're the daughter of a major investor for Hold, you can expect this kind of treatment.
I don't want to seem rude, but aren't you awfully young?
Every member of Holy is about the same age as I am.
Holy? You mean that you're a...
Yep, that's right. I'm an altar user. The altar name I was given is Radical Good Speed! Let's go! Because of my alter ability, I can make anything run faster! The answers to all the problems that face mankind lie in speed. If you can do something fast, it gives you that much more time to finish your next task. Anyone can do it slowly. If you spend 20 years, even a fool can write a best-selling novel. The weekly cartoon artist is smarter than the monthly one, and the daily one is even smarter than the weekly. So the cultural law of nature indicates that speed means talent, and that's my philosophy! Yeah! Wonderful. 2 minutes and 20 seconds, my fastest time ever. I love it. 2 more seconds to live.
What's going on?
Hey, we just saved time and it only cost us a car.
Not again!
Excuse me. I don't mean to interrupt, but my name is Mimori Kiryu, and I've just been assigned to duty at Holy.
Oh, sorry. It's good to meet you. I'm Sharisa Johnny. Welcome to Holy.
I apologize for having to greet you from up here. I'm Ryuho of Holy. All of us at Holy hope that your ability will be a great contribution to the mission of Hold. Orientation with the commander will be in 30 minutes. I'll see you then.
You know her?
No. That incident this morning.
I'll go have a look at the scene, but most likely it was a native altar.
I see.
s-CRY-edo. s-CRY-edo.
I'd like to welcome you to Holy. While here, you'll be under my command. My name is Martin Jigmar.
I am Mimori Kiryu. I've been assigned here to conduct research for Holy, primarily in strategical technology and alter assessment.
This placement is an extremely exceptional case.
Sir, I'm confident that I can make a great contribution to Holy.
I've no doubt. However, you do need to be aware. Virtually every alter user was born right here on the Lost Ground. And because of that, our members' average age is relatively young. This foundation is not yet an established organization. We're still unstable.
I'm not sure I understand, sir.
Because of people's ignorance, alter users are viewed as objects of prejudice and hatred. Then suddenly, the daughter of a holy investor is transferred into the middle of all this. Do you understand?
What you're saying is I should behave myself.
Holy can only survive when every member works together to achieve the proper result.
The administration will handle the rest. When you tour the headquarters, they'll be able to answer your questions regarding life here.
But
You'll have to excuse me. I have duty to attend to.
But why?
Hey, Charisse.
Taking a break?
What does it look like? Have a slice, why don't you? It's nice and ripe.
Nah, you just get mad.
That's pretty smart. You're catching on.
Whatever. Do you mind if I join you?
Of course.
You're not gonna believe what we found when we got there.
So that person, is he?
Yeah, the uniform's a dead giveaway. A lot of these altar users are pretty eccentric. But hey, you'll get used to it.
You really think so?
I like that necklace of yours.
Oh, thanks for saying. So tell me, how many altar users are there in Holy?
Oh, I think including Ryuho, there's probably around 20.
That's a little vague.
Always hold a little something back, just in case. That's our commander's policy.
Would you mind if I asked you a personal question?
Not too personal, I hope.
I want to know why you joined Holy.
That's easy. I needed to make a living.
Huh?
We were born with certain abilities or strengths. Even though we look the same, you can't ignore the fact that altar users are different from normal people. In order to coexist, we have to use our power to take control,
Or you'll end up being persecuted or exploited.
We all have our price.
Huh?
Sure, and we at Holy are just being paid for our services like everyone else is.
I guess there's nothing particularly unusual about being paid for your talent. In fact, it's normal.
Except for one thing. An altar ability is something you can only be born with. It's not something you can learn at school. And whether you like it or not, an altar user can only be an altar user. We don't have much choice in the matter.
Charisse, there's been a response.
Thank you. Notify Ryuho right away.
Yes, ma'am.
You're leaving?
I'm afraid so. Sorry we couldn't talk more.
Don't worry about it.
You know, Ryuho and you come from very similar social backgrounds. But beyond that, your lives are completely different. Try to remember that. See ya!
That's typical of her. She really threw you a curveball there, didn't she, Ms. Meanery?
It's Mimori.
Oops, my bad. You see, I'm not so hot at memorizing names.
I would have thought that you needed to go too.
I think Ryuho and Charisse can handle this one. Too many cooks spoil the broth, if you know what I mean.
What about me? Should I do anything?
Just relax and keep a low profile.
Are those my orders from Commander Jigmar?
Ms. Minori!
It's Mimori!
Yeah, right. To tell you the truth, I like to do things just a little differently than the others. So, you want to go? Aren't you interested? Hey, it's a fight between two altar users. What do you say?
Is it okay?
Of course! Besides, it's a wonderful day for a drive.
So then, you're driving?
Do you want to go or not?
Oh no! I mean, yes, I want to go. So this is the place they call the Japanese wilderness. The speed!
Yeah, right. You know, Ms. Minori, I've been thinking, traveling is a wonderful thing. It's got everything, you know? The people, the historic ruins, and each new experience becomes your life experience, so it really becomes knowledge, and knowledge is everything. But the actual time you spend traveling is always the worst part, and no one enjoys it. You'd have to be crazy! But I can count that time amazingly, almost destructively. That's why I love traveling. Are you listening, Ms. Minori? Ms. Minori! 1 hour, 50 minutes, and 38 seconds. Once again, I've shortened the world. Gee, are you not feeling well today, Ms. Minori?
It's Mimori.
Right. Sorry.
This is it? We're here? But I don't see anyone else around. You can't be.
Oh, really? So what are you gonna do?
But I work for Holy.
Holy? Holy, eh? Is that so, Ms. Minori? I'm just messing with you. It's a joke. Hey, you need to loosen up. You look much more attractive when you're not acting like some scientist.
I don't see how that has anything to do with this place. Huh?
Better to keep your distance. It's dangerous. Inners don't have close family units or any real culture. Things can tend to get a little messy. As I'm sure you know, the police are the only ones who have any jurisdiction inside the wall, but they're not able to handle it all. In order to help them cope, Hold was created, and Holy was formed to fight against altar users. You might want to watch your step there. Charisse and Ryuho have been put in charge of dealing with altar users on the Inner. We call them the native altars, and our job is to take them into custody. Hey, watch it!
You people are totally incompetent. I thought Holy was supposed to protect me. And what happens? I get kidnapped right from under your nose!
You're absolutely right, sir. We accept full blame for the incident.
I don't think you realize that as the Chief of Hold, I'm our link to the mainland. If something were to happen to me, we would lose every last bit of funding.
On the contrary, sir, I understand that completely. However, have you stopped to consider that perhaps it was careless of you to go out alone? Take a good look at that wall, Chief. I know you just transferred here, and you may not understand this yet, but it's there for a reason. Here inside the city is the only place safety can be guaranteed. On the other side of that wall is a world filled with robbery, assault, kidnapping. Please understand, development hasn't started yet.
So complicated.
We need a safe and stable social system. But in order to do that, we have to strengthen the Altar Fighting Unit. We must establish order. Now, more than ever before, we need Holy.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Thank you, sir.
That's Ryuho's completed altar. It's amazing.
Oh, you see it, do you? Maybe now you finally get it. The ultimate difference between mainlanders like you and altar users living here in the Lost Ground. I don't mean to judge, but you should go back to the mainland tomorrow.
Ryuho, what could have changed you like this? The altar power? The lost ground? Or...
A young girl like you shouldn't be spending her time dwelling on sentimental memories. That's all there are in a place like this.
The sky. This place is so very close to the stars.
Kazu-kun? Kazu-kun, where are you?
Cell number 14 is now ready for full cycling.
Number 28 has returned to the main
Number
holding
32
area.
has just commenced rapid rotation, monitoring all systems.
It's what I would anticipate from an outcast of society.
I'm going to crush you, no matter what!
今すぐ捨てたい偽りの仮面つけたこの自分をぎらついた月と闇が交差するスパイラルスカイ絡み合う不確かなリレーション時に絆さえ心を縛る動けないそれとも動かない孤独を強さに変えて Just be my soul あるがままこの心を導いて Just be myself 願い超えて新しい自分へと Oh just be my soul 確かめたい今ここに生きる意味を Just be myself もっと遠く深い闇突き抜けて I believe in just be myself
The extreme G-force from the rapid rotation centrifugal jail slowly infests Kazuma's body. Kazuma is injured and held against his will. Is there a chance for him to escape from Holy? Or is he going to be drowned into a darkness without future? Oh, Kazuma, with your shining eyes, where are you heading to?